Hey guys, it's me. My lovely wife, Al, is behind me. She's not talking, so she says hi and she waves. Actually, she didn't wave, but she did tell you guys hi. Sorry, please bear with me. I am having another asthma attack. I'm on antibiotics for this sinus infection. But the smoke from the Colorado fires came down yesterday. It's down today, and I think it was down the day before. So 3 days ago. And yeah. So but I am on antibiotics for the sinus infection, but that's not really helping my stupid asthma and allergies. I was instructed by my lovely wife to make a whole crap load of, this is a tongue twister, secret journaling tuck corner thingamabobbers. And I made these before. I know a lot of you guys, the new family members haven't seen them. So, my beautiful wife cut me some paper. She was feeling a little bit better this morning. She's starting to hurt again really bad. But I sanded yesterday, which would have been Monday. I'm not working today, Tuesday. And with the asthma the way it is this morning, I decided I'm not going to sand again today. I'll sand tomorrow. But, it looks like I have a few different sized papers.
They need to be square.
Need to make sure your sorry guys, papers are square. I have me tea, so I will be drinking tea.
But not too thick.
But not too... Yeah, you don't want a super thick paper because it is origami and you're going to be folding it. And when you have thick paper, it has a tendency to crack. And we're just using a single side paper. That way you can journal on the white part. So let me take a drink. I was instructed by my wonderful... He's not a doctor.
I thought you were talking about me.
No, my wonderful, lovely wife. Mr. Zane, I went to see, he's the one I went to see. I think he's a doctor's assistant, but he is very knowledgeable. And he kind of rode my butt about taking too much Mullen, and I was not supposed to take any Mullen for 2 weeks. So I have tea, but I don't have Mullen honey in it. I have just plain old honey. So that helps. So here's one of the pieces of paper she did. And you do, like I said, you want to make sure they're square. Yeah, she did square them up for me because she knows if it ain't square, it kind of will drive me nuts. So just make sure you line your points up. And this is, well, a whole kind of a mass making thing. That's what that whole crap load of things was about. That was my word for mass making. So you do corner to corner. You have the triangle, and then you turn it however often many turns you want. But you want your first seam to go up and down. So you fold it like so. These are actually airplanes. Well, you don't use a square piece of paper for the airplane, but one day I was talking to Chelle, and I was just told her about this, and I said, I can make a square one, and she can put it in her book. So that's how they came about using them this way. Because normally you have a tail, another piece of paper, it's a rectangle. So, and oops, sorry, I didn't fold that one very good. Kind of got, I don't know if my wife cut my paper straight or not.
I cut them straight.
Well.
Sorry guys, I'm working on paperwork.
Yeah, she's not supposed to be talking.
I know, sorry.
She said she didn't feel like talking.
I had to defend myself though.
Yeah, so Okay, guys, so there's your triangle, your thingamabobber, like so. Okay, I don't want to miss any steps. So there's your triangle, your X, see? And then you fold these up there, the flaps up there, and then this flap goes up there. And then right here, this flap goes, this is where it gets hard. That's one reason why you don't want a super thick piece of paper. And I'm going to use a pair of scissors. And I'm going to fold down my crease. There is another way of doing these, and I want been, but since I'm not really a big paper person, I haven't sat down and really went through the other way. It's been years and years since I actually did any planes or anything like that. So, well, when the kids would come over, that was probably. So, okay, so there's your two flaps, guys. Oh, and then, yeah, you can tell it's not the straightest thing. This should be over here more. But you know what? I don't care. Because you know why? As my wife says, it's journaling. And it doesn't have to be straight. So today I'm going with that it's junk journaling and it doesn't have to be straight. So, oh, I tell you, when did we go up to the mountain? It was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, like,
Or 2 weeks ago.
I don't.
I don't know. We sure did have fun, though. They're supposed to get a crap load of snow up there. So, I doubt it will stay around too long. It's been really warm here. So, okay, guys. So, what you do is, so you have your flaps like this, and then you fold the tip down. And then open your flaps up, and you fold that tip down, and right there, see right in there you put your flaps. I could confuse you and say, well, this is a vertical flap, so you got to put your vertical flap in your horizontal flap. But you know, just like that, okay. And then, so there is an issue with this. That was what was so cool, but. You know what I need is a dumb card. What's this? No, she'd yell at me if I did.
What are you doing, baby?
Well, I was going to show them how it fits, but you know what? We'll do that later. Let's make another one. Oh, this is the same paper.
You can rearrange it
Yeah.
so that you have the other ones.
Should I shuffle it like a card of decks and just pick them out? That might be kind of fun, huh? No, she'd be mad at me because I'd crinkle all her paper. Actually, I'd be mad at myself because, yeah, then it wouldn't look right. She doesn't actually get mad at me. I'm sure I'd probably give her a reason every now and then, but she's usually... Boy, she did a good job of straightening these out, I tell you.
Are you being facetious?
I would never, ever be facetious.
Because I really did take my time.
Oh, you did really good. Except right there. Is these mine or yours? So you think these are your paper ones, huh? They sure are your paper ones. I can tell where he tried to sharpen them. Did I tell you how of a much perfection? I'm going to cut this, trim that. Right there. Oh. My little,
That's who it is.
Wilbur, he's a doll. I tell you what, he's just rapidly grabbing my heart. But he's been wanting me to pick him up, like, oh, just all of a sudden, this last day or so. So he keeps reaching up. It's so adorable. He reaches up and wants me to pick him up. But he's just been, oh, yeah, he laid with me for probably about an hour on my lap, so. I'm having tea. I have my morning coffee. I'm trying to cut down a little bit on coffee just because I was having those issues with my heart, but Mr. James didn't think it was anything to worry about. But it's nice. Tea, honey and tea seem to go together. So I'm drinking Celestial Seasonings, and it's a blueberry. Yeah, blueberry tea. I bought a sample pack for the Mullen honey, and it had, I think 5 different flavors or something. And one of them was cherry berry, and I really, really liked it. And I went through it pretty quick. This blueberry was my next one. I had the peach. I was actually just going to buy Celestial Seasonings peach tea, but I didn't. I wasn't. Chelle said, let's just buy the sample pack, and that way you kind of know what you want, what you don't want, and what you like. And I'm glad she did. The peach, I didn't really care for the peach as much as I had thought I would, since I'm a big peach fan. I really love the cherry berry, though. So, if I have a coughing fit, I will pause the video. As long as it's not more than one cough. I'm not going to worry about just one cough. It's really windy here. I got our thermometer working last night, and then I fixed it. The one in the bedroom last night. It dawned on me what to do. And then I hung it up this morning because it's been sitting around. I just haven't got around to messing with it since I already had the one. And I got the living room one down, so it's been... I love watching the temperature in the winter. The wind chill. I enjoy that so much. It just, fascinates me to no end. It's just fun to watch that temperature go down. But it's really windy. The front hasn't got here yet, so it's supposed to be really windy until it passes, and then I imagine it's going to slow down a little bit. We're not really supposed to get any snow, it don't look like. We'll see. I don't know. Just been kind of... But it is really starting to howl, so I think that cold front's starting to come through. We really need the rain. That's the bad thing. It's just been so dry here. A lot drier than normal. We do have a tendency to have some really bad droughts here. It's been, I don't remember. It was when Dad was here, and that was, Chelle and I got married in '98. But it killed a bunch of the pinyon trees and junipers and stuff here, around here. A lot of the oak brush ended up getting, because it was just so dry. But I know it's snowing in Denver. I've been watching the weather this morning. Watched the news. Always enjoyed watching weather. It's always fascinated me. We get some winds howling here. We don't get the winds they do on the east slope. Winds on the east slope are downsloping winds. We don't get those here because we are on the opposite side of the mountain. So we usually them are the ones that really can flat get moving are the downslope winds. In the winter they're called Chinook winds or snow eaters. They'll flat eat that snow up. You can have 2 foot of snow and have a few days of that Chinook, and all that snow is gone. It just is amazing. They get warmer over there too, because when the wind goes downslope, it warms up. So they get a lot warmer days than we do. Cats are arguing. I don't.
Chloe out.
No, Chloe did not come out. I don't know. No, she rolled around on the bed, and yeah, went in to get a shirt and everything, put on sweats.
Hi guys.
Chloe needed loving, so I loved on Chloe, but she would not come out. Oh, good. We'll have to do invoices. So, yeah. Please pray for Chelle that her neck keeps healing. She's been... I didn't want her to do anything, so that's why I figured, well, I'll do it myself. But yeah, so we do get a lot of... our hives don't get much out of the 40s here in the winter time. Where, you know,
Chelle is dropping inside the house.
Sure is.
57 now.
Oh, wow.
61 earlier.
61 earlier this morning, so it's going down.
How many have you got done?
I believe 3.
I'm a slave driver today.
Yeah. You can just hear that whip a cracking, huh, guys?
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Building our stash.
Yeah.
You guys are joining in.
Yeah, grab some paper and fold along. Instead of follow along, fold along. And then, yeah. But I love our weather over here better than on the east slope. More humidity over there, and I don't know, it's just gets hotter over there a lot of times, but we don't get that heat. And mainly that, you know, the warm is mainly for the Front Range. The eastern plains usually don't get, by the time the winds reach them, it's not that. So they'll have more blizzards and stuff out there. That's where I grew up, was the east slope, so I know about their weather. I moved here in '92. Dad was locating for U.S. West, Cortez, and he told me about the job in Telluride, so I moved down in '92. I took the Telluride job, and Dad had the Four Corners area. So I just, this to me is my home. Never really felt home on the east slope like I do here. And it's busy over there. It's going, buildings going gangbusters over there. It's horrible. There's buying all the farmland up and making subdivisions. So it's not a place I like to go. It's just too busy, too hectic. I enjoy the slow pace. It's nice. My locate for today got postponed because of the weather. We're supposed to be having pretty good snow on where that locate is, so didn't have to worry about working today. And tomorrow I don't have anything either. So that makes it nice. That'll give me a chance to do more sewing or sanding. I haven't done any sewing. I have, I think it was 36 ink blenders to do, so I had did 8 yesterday, and I have, I think I had 19 or 20 carved, ready to sand, and then I carved 6 more today. So,
When did you do those when I was...
Yeah, you were asleep, I think, or something. No, you were walking around, you just didn't notice, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't walked around much.
Well, this is true. So it's nice to get some of those done. Oh heck, I don't mind. She thanked me for doing the video. And Heck, I don't mind. Ain't no skin off my tuchus to do it.
Doing the mask making. Can I smell your tea?
Sure.
Try it and see what I think. Which one is this?
This is the blueberry. I like Celestial Seasonings. I don't know if it's still made. It was made in Boulder. I don't know if it still is or not.
It's not bad.
It's good tea. I've always liked their tea. I've always bought Celestial Seasonings.
I'm not a fan of hot tea, but once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been drinking it until recently.
I'm hungry, so I didn't get
Oh, okay.
fighting over it.
No, that figures. I started drinking it more now
We're
that...
gonna have to,
What, babe?
it's 56 now. Didn't it go down?
Where?
I think we're gonna have to put the rest of the weight.
Oh, okay.
I would do it, but
Well, we can wait a few minutes before.
yeah, I got
We have the
heating
scr-
pet. He won't turn the heater on and it's cold in here.
It's only a few days you can suck it up. Supposed to warm right back up, so I don't... I even talked to myself today, and me and myself agreed that I ain't gonna close the door either, and I ain't gonna turn on the heater. The screen, we have a screen door, it's one of the metal glass ones, so the screen's actually on top. So I moved it up a little bit, about 3/4 of the way, but I think she wants me to do the whole thing, so I'm gonna...
Well, it's dropping the temperature inside. You're not gonna turn up the heater.
Nope. So I need to put up the screen, I guess, all the way. And I have the bathroom window open.
It is.
Oh, yeah. That way we had airflow. Isn't this pretty paper? That's doilies.
I know, isn't that pretty?
I like that. That's really pretty. Who knows? Maybe I'll crochet this winter. But I kind of doubt it. I got so much sewing to do this winter. So, but you never know. I might do a doily or something. I like these secret journaling spots. I think this is a really neat idea. I'm glad I thought of it. And I don't mean that to sound egotistical. That's not what I meant. I'm just thinking it's perfect to. It's neat that you
It's
can
nice to have secrets a lot.
hide us. Yeah, have a journaling spot you can hide. I think that was so neat. So I have a really huge one that I haven't been wanting to do for probably well over a year. We just haven't done it yet. And I wish we would. I had a comment one time said I was the idea man. I do like to make the folds crisper though. I think that helps it look neater. But you know, like it's not gonna be perfect. It's really hard to fold, especially when you start getting where it's been folded more than a couple times. It gets pretty hard to do. And I know when you have arthritis, that just makes it equally hard. I know my hands were really swollen up today. But I really don't take anything for them. I did take methotrexate for a little bit, but that made everything, my pain worse. So I figured I'd rather have swollen hands and stiff hands than pain. So. I want to thank everyone for whoever ordered an ink blender. I have enjoyed making them. I haven't said that. I really thank you a lot for ordering them. I don't know. We got so many new people. I really enjoy making the ink blenders. They actually do make me hurt worse a lot of times. But how do you put it? I like to help. And I believe that, you know, in helping others. So it was kind of making them is kind of my way to help those who suffer with hand issues and stuff, because it's not any fun. It's miserable when your hands hurt. You just can't. Yeah, really is miserable. So it's kind of nice to be able to help fellow arthritis sufferers. These are not our sewing scissors, these are the paper scissors. The ones that got ruined. I know they are because where he tried to sharpen, you can see a fresh ground on the edge. So, that's how I know that's... I wouldn't have used a good pair of sewing scissors, that's for sure. No paper is worth ruining a pair of sewing scissors. Remember that, husbands. Don't use the sewing scissors for anything.
Wives too, because your husband will yell at you.
Oh, yeah. For the males that do things like that, yeah. Wives don't mess with their sewing scissors. Chelle has always been notorious for that. Steals my good scissors. So I bought her a pair of her own good scissors, plus some of the more inexpensive brands that don't quite last as long. They make great paper scissors. I would rather ruin a good pair, or a pair, you know, that's more inexpensive than a costly sewing scissor. I like this paper too. I think that's so cool that it, I don't know what it was, maybe an old letter or something. Yeah, there's, I'm assuming it, 1913. So, someone did that. I don't know whose paper this is. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm just told to fold it. That's all I'm told to do.
Somebody gave us that.
Oh, okay. It's neat paper.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really a paper person. I like the fabric aspect, but I have always enjoyed doing origami. But like I said, it's been years since I really did any of it, except for this. I like a lot of different crafts, and it's hard for me to stick with one craft. There's only two crafts I've actually stuck with, and that's the quilting and crocheting. Those are the two I love. Definitely my passion. That's one thing I like. Sorry, guys.
Well, you do like origami.
Yeah, but it's not something I do.
No, not too often.
You know, I love sewing, and that's why I love doing the covers, because it helps me to have my creative outlet, you know, and make other different quilt blocks. And
Well, and it's a small.
it's a small instead of a full-size quilt that,
Yeah, you do what you love.
as I love it. Mom showed me how years ago, and I've always been. Hey, I want to show you guys this.
Huh? Oh, that was way off.
I think she missed that one.
I have a headache.
She's got a headache.
That's my excuse.
That's alright, we don't care. That's what scissors are for. What does it matter? Just like listening to loud music. That's what hearing aids are for.
Yeah, that.
You know. I was going to take... I did have... I've been doing the ink blenders. I've had some that have some minor cracks in it, but they're absolutely gorgeous. I've sanded them really well, so I kept a lot of the cracks. There's some that I have to carve that actually will need filling, so I will fill those, but I try not to. I think to me it's God's beauty, and I'm just kind of bringing it out, is the way I look at it, and so I try to showcase it, you know, and not detract from his art, his creation, I guess. So I try not to fill tons of cracks, just unless they're big enough. I don't want, you know. Boy, that breeze was a cool one.
Yeah, I have my blanket on.
Oh, brother. She always has her blanket on. She turns the stupid air on. And then she puts it on her heating pad and then her blanket. What's the point? I don't understand that. And
Because I want to.
because she wants to, I guess. Oh, I know, because you're a woman.
Oh, you're fixing
No, I'm serious. That's what, like they say, 9 News, or news, the women,
Oh, you're going to get in trouble.
oh, I don't care. The women have blankets on them because of all the lights and stuff. It gets so hot. And the men are usually the ones that they're dying of heat, and the women are freezing to death. Because they, you know, they wear dresses and whatever. So, yell at me all you want, guys. Don't mean I ain't gonna listen. Mom has been trying to make me listen for 50 years. It never worked. And Chelle's been trying for 22. And I listen a little bit, but not all of it. I enjoy the cold. And I know I hate heat, and I don't mind. I'm not an air-conditioned person. To me, I don't mind the cold weather. But air conditioning is almost feels fake to me. I don't know how to describe it. But when I have my air on, I do have a tendency to put on my heating pad for my back. So that's one nice thing about having it on, is I'm able to use the heating pad in the summer. I don't usually use it to warm up. But, oh, she's got little Wilbur Dean. I was hoping he'd come over and say hi. Yeah, he's really starting to become my little buddy, I tell you. He's been attacking me. He trimmed his claws this morning. He swatted me like 3 or 4 times in the nose and in the eye. And oh, yeah. Chelle said he's trying to climb up my leg in the kitchen. Huh? Oh. He's a pretty awesome little guy. Boy, but he has a motor, I tell you. Man, that little guy sure can purr. Been definitely living up to his name. But watch him walking away, and he's got the cutest butt. It's raised like an inch higher than his front. It's just so funny. That's why I call him Hot Rod, just the way he's built, and that motor of his. Boy, he purrs. I'm like I said, I'm getting hard of hearing. I'm losing my hearing. Not because of loud music, but that might have been part of it. But anyhow, I can actually hear him like purr when he's on the floor and stuff. What him? So?
I'm just making a comment.
Okay.
Don't make me come over there.
Oh, 55, guys. It's getting colder. The high today was supposed to be, I think, 59. I think we're right about 60. I think was about 61 was our highest, I think, today. So it'd be nice to have some snow showers. I just don't think we will. Here, this side of the state's different than everywhere else. I mean, you'll watch it. The whole state will have rain. And you look at the southwest corner, and that'll be the only spot in the whole state that don't have rain. It just, I don't know. We do live in the high desert, you know, they call this the high desert, so it is a dry area. But I guess they used to have some horrendous blizzards here back in the day, you know. We've had some pretty good ones since we lived here. Well, these are some really neat papers she picked out, really.
I thought you liked them.
Yeah, they really are neat. I'm a vintage person. I have a bunch of vintage coats and stuff. Antique coats and stuff. Not dress-up coats, they're winter coats. I had a request to model them, so I'll have Chelle take pictures of them. I have two really nice ones that are my favorite. The one I wear, she's supposed to sew up my pockets, and she hasn't done that yet. I just can't. Were these short ones any reason? The small ones?
I just cut them short.
Okay. Well, they're different. I thought I would. I love winter jackets. I have a really nice herringbone one I've never seen one until I found it. I haven't seen another one. But it's really neat. I love a herringbone design. I know the Toyota, not the 4Runner, but what was it, Land Cruiser? Had herringbone upholstery. And I always thought that would be kind of fun to do that in the 4Runner. Just have a herringbone. That would look pretty neat. I know they do put tweed a lot in hot rods and stuff. Well, they used to. They don't so much anymore. It's a pretty easy project. It really isn't. I mean, you can get quite a bit done in a short time, really. Got any cardstock?
I didn't really use any cardstock.
Oh, no, I just asked if you had a piece.
Oh.
Whoops. Asked her if she had any cardstock, you guys. But I found something in the trash that will work perfectly. Isn't that about a half hour when that dumb thing beeped?
Almost 40 minutes.
Oh, wow. Boy, I've been BSing for a long time then, huh?
Yeah, you're used to that.
Yeah. You do, really, truly, you can do these even bigger, but I think you would probably...
Well, I didn't want it to jam up my...
Right, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if you want it to go too much bigger, and you can go as small as you want too. I mean, it doesn't have to be... I mean, you're going to have probably a harder time to fold them the smaller you get, because like this one's, I don't know how much smaller it is, but I'm having a hard time folding it. It's not very much bigger. I mean, we're about a half inch or something.
Yeah, they're not that much.
There's not that much difference, so. But yeah, I've noticed that these are a little bit harder to fold. So I'm sure if you guys have hand issues and you can't do this, if you have grandkids, I'm sure they'll know how to make them. If not, you can show them the video and say, I want some of those. and make them, because, I mean, they're not a difficult. I used to make these growing up. But that way, you know, have the young'uns do it. They got good hands. Boy, that wind is getting...
The wind?
Yeah. Supposed to have new coffee delivered today. So I'm kind of excited about it. From the Bones Coffee Roasting Company, whatever it's called. They're the ones that we drink, the caramel. I think one of them is caramel vanilla or something like that. Just sounded really good. I can't remember what the other. I bought two. They were having a special free shipping, so I went ahead and bought two different kinds. Artie's walking around playing. He's just sweet. He sure loves to be rocked, that little Artie. So adorable. He just puts his head on my shoulder and just goes to sleep. He's got the ball thing It's got a 3-tiered ball, round, like, and there's balls
like a
inside of a
ball
tower, and then they make the ball go around the level. And little Bubba is fascinated by it. He played with it for like a half hour yesterday. And it moves around. Pretty soon it'll be in the kitchen. One of our cats, I forget it was Cubby, used to carry it. One of them. Was it Cubby? Yeah, he actually would carry it. And, I mean, you'd wonder, you'd wake up and that dumb thing would be in the kitchen, and it was on the other side of the living room from the kitchen.
Yeah, because it had that thing on top.
Yeah, it has a bar on it, and he would take and he'd bite that bar and then he'd take it into the kitchen. I know they do that with my moccasins, but they don't carry them, but they scoot, they'll run, and then they'll jump in them. Well, and they're soft-soled moccasins, so they'll slide all the way across the floor, and you'll be looking for them, trying to find them, and it's under the dishwasher. You know, it's hilarious watching them play with things like that. There, we got a yellow rose. Those are pretty. How about... Oh, I bought Chelle sunflowers. I told you guys that, I think. They're beautiful this year. One thing I like about the sunflowers over some of the others, you know, they just have a tendency to last longer than the roses do. So I enjoy giving her. All of a sudden buy her a different type of flower. I hope it's a bad winter. We have it. Last year sucked. Wasn't a good winter at all. We don't work too much in the winter, so we kind of look forward to having a lot of snow. It's kind of our downtime unless it stays hot all winter and no snow, and then it has a tendency to not get very... has a tendency to stay busier, so we'll see. I hope it wouldn't hurt my feelings if we had several feet of snow. Now Marty's talking. Boy, that little boy, he does talk. He's not little, he is a big cat. What's wrong, Artie? Boy, he's a beautiful cat. He is beautiful markings. Oh. 9:30. After this one, I'm going to call it good for this video. We're going to show you how to make them. Or how to use them, I guess, in a book would be the best way to phrase that. Like I said, I found some paper and trash that I'll be just firm enough not to worry. So, sorry, I don't mean to sniffle, guys, you know that. So, we'll just take this one, and you just take it, and you don't want to do that, because that's your folded spot. So, I just take it like that, and, interesting. And put it against your paper. That's your cut line. Man, dang it. Sorry, let me shake her. Okay. Like so. Here's her glue. And of course, I've never glued these. Oh well, I ain't gonna worry about gluing them. So you have your edge, and then you can unfold them she's the one that does that. So see how nicely that fits on your edge of your paper. And if it doesn't, if you look at it like this end's a little bit off. You know, I don't know if that would matter. I would think it would catch. So see, guys. So, you know, I don't think you'd, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm being a perfectionist, I don't know. I would be afraid that, and it probably doesn't make a lot of difference if it is, yeah. Gotta cut it straight. I ain't cutting very good, so. But that's what they are. So I made a whole crap of load of these. I wonder how many I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I made 12. What's nice about these too is they store inside each other.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I mean, not like super duper compact, but you can keep them all together. And then Chelle decorates them, so I don't know how she's going to, what she will do as far as decorating them. To be honest, I don't watch her videos a lot. Try to watch them when she's making them sometimes, but just, yeah. It has nothing to do with her or her videos. I'm just not a, yeah. But see, now, isn't that a nice way to store them? I mean, really. You can store them by theme, too, really.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, keep them like that.
You know. But so when it's on your page, you glue it in there. I think she unfolds it and glues it. And then, so you have your page here. I'm not going to unglue it, but you know what I'm going to do is, yeah. So if it's glued on your page, then you can undo it, see guys? So you unfold it, and, sorry, I don't get my hands moving like that. There we go. Come on. Booger. There we go, guys. See? And then you can write whatever you need to do in there, like passwords or whatever stuff you want to write. And then you just fold it back and put it back together. No one even know that's there. I mean, you know, they're going to have to understand what that is. I mean, they may get curious to see how, you know, open it, but to me, I like that. I think it's kind of fun having a hidden, you know, a hidden journaling spot plus a tuck spot. That's you have 2 tuck spots, front and back. So you have a tuck spot there, and because this part isn't glued down. It's only glued down at the seams. Hi, Pard. Kitty just woke up. And there's your other tuck spot, see? Isn't that neat? I think that'll work pretty good. Well, guys, I think I'm done talking. Thank you for joining me. We do appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button. Please give the video a thumbs up. We do thank you for visiting and being part of our YouTube family. Hopefully Chelle will feel better tomorrow or the next day. I know she was talking about doing a drawing, and I told her that I didn't think she should do it because I just didn't think she was feeling up to it. So she did abandon that idea pretty quickly. So I really was worried about her. But she'll be back as soon as she can. You may have to suffer through another one of my videos, but we'll see. You never know. Well, thank you guys once again. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Tutzines. Bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.